Hey guys, Thrifted Hobbies here. Today I'm going to do a video for you about what I use to determine if silver, sterling silver, or any fineness of silver is just of scrap value, or if I should throw it up on eBay, or I don't know, just a series of other things you could do with it if it wasn't scrap. Here's a few pieces. What I would definitely just call scrap. Most of it's older sterling. As you can see, there's some initials AWN. And why I consider this scrap if it has initials on it is because it's extremely hard to find a matching fit. I mean, if you think of all the combinations of every once 1 out of 3 out of 26, you'd have to have, 1 in a million chance of it being for that person with those initials, and if the person would even want that for themselves anyway. That's why I just consider this stuff scrap. If you were really fancy, you could sand this down to where it didn't have any initials on it. Just make it clean, because it is a money clip and it does have a maker's mark, HAR, then sterling underneath it. Let's see if I can get that on camera. HAR sterling. But yeah, you could change some of this stuff if you had material, just sanding paper or a saw, a jewelry saw. But I just really consider this stuff scrap. This was a brooch. It's really not really fancy. Doesn't have a maker mark on it. And if it doesn't have a maker mark on it, I almost already consider it scrap. Just because if you were to throw this up on an auction at eBay, not consider it scrap, just say sterling brooch, you might even get less money than you would if you did scrap it. And then we just have a broken chain necklace, very small sterling clasp. We have a random charm, sterling charm, the back, or most of an earring, sterling earring without a prong setting right there. And then this was a tie clip. It had 2 of these. The other one was missing, and I just found this one with a small chain. Not this one, but a small chain going off of it. And since it was broken already, I really just consider this scrap sterling. But yeah, just another thing you want to do is test carefully. I knew this resembled sterling, but I hasn't tested it until just recently. It's marked nowhere, but it had a tiger's eye setting. Large tiger's eye setting, and since it wasn't marked, I didn't know what origin it was really. I just took the tiger's eye out and then just considered that scrap. And honestly, for eBay, I do see that if you were to label this scrap, it might get as much as if when you melted it down. I usually melt mine down into bars or ingots. These are my bars. But I usually melt them down with just a standard crucible, and I can get more money out of scrap sterling bars. Even though they're not fine silver, I sell them as bars, and it just helps the process move along. I mean, if somebody saw all this stuff as scrap, they might be less keen on buying it if it were like that, as opposed to if it were bars or rounds or any type of ingot silver. Just because even if it's not even if it's not 999 silver, fine silver, sterling bars are still valuable, and like it looks more attractive than a pile than if I were to just say, hey, here's my 100 grams of sterling silver. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to show y'all what kinds of stuff I consider scrap silver, scrap sterling, and maybe I'll do a video soon to show you how I melt it down. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more videos up shortly. Like and subscribe. This has been Thrifted Hobbies. Thanks very much for watching.